This is the Moshpit Backstage podcast for punk, metal, and rock interviews and segments. You are on the Moshpit on Sin with Alan, Stefan, and Louis. We've got on the line, we've got a gentleman, his name is Liam, and he's from the band The Comfort. Hailing from Brisbane, The Comfort are an alternative rock band. They have a new single out called Everstone. Hey Liam, welcome to Moshpit.
Hey man, how you doing?
Please describe The Comfort to new listeners.
So we're predominantly just alternative rock band, kind of born out of the emo scene. We just try to put our own take on that we're all about emotion and just putting everything of ourselves into our band and kind of not just sticking to one genre or sound and just doing our own thing really.
Okay, man. I'm Louis, just to introduce myself, I guess. How's it going?
Cool. Hey, good. How are you?
Not bad. Can you tell me what your role in this band is? What you do?
So I do half the vocals and play guitar along with Dom, the other member who does vocals as well, and he's predominantly on bass, so we kind of both share writing duties and things like that.
Mad. What would since you're on vocals and guitar and Dom's on bass and that, who would be your influences for getting you into music? Originally it would be Blink-182. Mad.
And then kind of growing up a little bit from there, bands like Brand New and Take Back Sunday and things like that. And at the moment, the 1975 big one at the moment, yeah.
There's some really good backgrounds, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, so we kind of try to take from all our influences and just meet somewhere in the middle of everything, and hopefully it sounds all right.
Yeah, awesome.
Hi, I'm Alan. So your show's in Melbourne this week. So what sort of vibe do you try and create when you perform live?
We kind of just, try to keep things pretty emo, I guess. We don't like to talk too much. We just kind of let the music and our performance do the talking.
Get it all out through the sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. We kind of think that putting on too much of a fake chat or whatever just takes away from what we're trying to do. So we're there to play our songs and get the emotion across as strongly as possible. So that's kind of what we're about, and we kind of go as crazy as we can. Dom goes really crazy, and
nice.
We'll end up pretty sweaty by the end of it.
What are your guys' thoughts on encores?
I reckon it's kind of cool. I don't like the fake encores where everyone knows they're coming back out for 2 songs. But if it's genuine, then that's cool. But
I went to COG recently, and they played for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then they just walked off. They were done. There was no encore. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's good.
It's kind of like love them or leave them kind of thing. They played enough.
Exactly. Because when you got other bands, they haven't played their best singles, they're coming back out. So
it was I can't remember who it was. I think it was I had it wasn't Foo Fighters. They didn't play encore. It was Muse. They Muse didn't play one of their songs that was everyone knows. It's they're obviously playing an encore.
Exactly. Yeah.
You have a new EP coming out called Love. What was the recording process like for this EP?
We went down to a guy called Sonny Truelove in Gosford, and so we spent about 10 days there. We had our 6 songs written before we went in, and we kind of just went in. Sonny and the engineer there, Evan, they're just 2 amazing guys, and they just really got what we were about as a band. And it was just just amazing experience working with them. We didn't want to leave. They just made we kind of lived with Evan for 10 days there, and they just knew what we wanted to do. There was kind of no real argument. It was just let's do this, and we ran with it, and just everything was improved and refined better than we could have imagined. So it went really well, and we're really very happy with the product we got at the end of it.
Yeah, so the first single, Everstone, is from your new upcoming EP called Love, and that's going to be released 16th of September. So can you tell us about the song? Yeah,
so Everstone's kind of a bit of a bridge from our previous sound into our new sound. We wrote it shortly after our debut EP, Go, so we've been playing it live for about a year now, and it's kind of keeps a bit more of the like angst and aggression of our previous sound, and the more lyrical content, which is kind of about relationships and well, specifically not too good relationships.
Yeah.
So Dom wrote the chorus about a situation he was in at the time. With it's kind of the song's about like growth and change and evolution, but specifically someone that's not willing to grow and change and improve themselves as a person, which is kind of like what we're pretty big on. So it's kind of just looking at that perspective and that culture at the moment of people that don't really want to grow as human beings, and it's kind of just a very specific look at a relationship revolved around that.
So The Comfort will be performing in Melbourne this Saturday, 23rd of July at the Wrangler. It's all ages, and thank you so much for talking to us, Liam.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
No, thank you, guys.
Thanks for listening to the Moshpit Backstage podcast. You can subscribe to us on iTunes and Omni. To find out more about the show, go to www.syn.org.au/moshpit. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/moshpitonsyn, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at moshpitsyn. The regular Moshpit radio show broadcasts punk, rock and metal tunes and interviews every Thursday nights on Syn 9.7 on FM and digital radios. Listeners outside of Melbourne, Australia can stream Syn 9.7 online at www.syn.org.au. Thanks to Vintage Ruin for the music.
Hi, this is Tomato from Flashgun Apocalypse.
Hi, I'm Enid from Girls' School.
I am Phoebe Pinnock from Heavenly Axe.
Hey, this is Gary Olney of the Misfits.
Hey, this is Kat Sproul from Horizon's Edge, and you're listening to the Moshpit on Syn FM.
Hi, this is Einar from Leopard.
Hi, I'm Virginia Lilly from the band Lily.
This is Raul from 1349.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ali from Zebrahead.
Hey, everybody, this is Charlie Benante with Anthrax, and you are listening to the Moshpit on Syn.